Howdy everyone. Happy Friday night. I hope you're doing well. I'm excited about this look. This is the last of the eye collection series. There was 4, and I thought this is probably the one. I need to learn how to turn my notifications off, and I always forget. But this is the one that I believe would probably intimidate the most people. So hold on, let me see if I can brighten my screen. There we go. Hopefully I don't mess anything up. Anyway, so here's the eye colors. It is onyx, which is the black, and we have granite. Hey, Elena, how you doing? Ileana, I say pretty now. Cashmere haze and crystalline. So when you look at these, you can hardly even see the onyx, right? Because it's so dark. It's as black as the compact. Just so you know, these two, the first and the third, are matte colors. And that's going to help balance the look. And I have no eyeshadow on. I have very little blush. I did put a little contour and took all my eye makeup off for you. And there's a couple things that I would do with this look. And there's a couple different ways you could wear it, but I'm going to go really bold. And I'm going to do the black, the onyx, as my base lid color. I know that's going to be crazy, right? But then showing you how to strategically place shimmers to break up that dark color. And it is going to be sultry and pretty and really fun. And a couple things on the onyx eyeshadow. It'll go on fairly soft and look more like a charcoal or a gray. If you layer it or go heavy-handed, then you're going to get a lot stronger color. I'm going to go somewhere in between. Couple things on prepping your eye. We don't have eye primer anymore. Well, I still have some. So I did use that, but what you can do is put concealer that's closest to your skin tone over your eye, powder it, make sure that it's not sticky. You don't want any stickiness. You could put foundation over your eyelid. You can try the foundation primer. I just feel like the consistency of that is not gonna be great with eyeshadow, but make sure that you're using your translucent powder over anything that you're putting on to get your eye color to kind of stick, because the onyx can have a lot of fallout if you're not careful. So make sure that you have your under eye corrector close by. I wouldn't do concealer because I feel like that's going to make it look cakey. And as I've gotten older, I am 62 now, as I've shared with a lot of you, you know, the crepiness under my eyes, it's there. I just have great foundation and great eye cream, and keeps it firmer, but it is there. So I have to be very cautious not to have fallout. So I do love the under eye corrector, and less is best, right? With anything you're putting around your eyes. Okay, so we're gonna start with, I know it's crazy, but we're gonna start with the onyx. I'm using a flat brush. Make sure that your brushes are clean. If you're not real good, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not great. I'm pretty good, but I'm not great at keeping my eyeshadow brushes clean, like every time I use them. So I just kind of, you can see that came out. I did a burgundy, I don't know if y'all saw my regular Facebook page, we had a fiesta night, and it had like a Day of the Dead, real pretty rose headband. So I took the pomegranate eyeshadow, which we had as a limited edition fall a little while back, and I used it on my eyelid. It's kind of like a red. So anyway, okay, so I'm gonna take this onyx, just a one little small, you can't see it on there, but one little stroke across. Get my trusty mirror out. I'm gonna turn this way so you can see me. And I'm just gonna tap this. Can you see it? Woo! I'm just gonna tap. Now notice I'm tapping. I am not doing windshield wiper on this. Now, how far do you go up? You go past the center. It's my crease. I do have a crease in the center. If your crease is low, just find the middle. And you'll see I have, oh, isn't that pretty already? I have a little fallout right here. So I'm going to be neatening that up. So try to keep it tight. Do not go too far in here. You don't want any color there. And you want to stop from the end of your brow. Look at that wild hair. Good gravy. Leona, I need you. There we go. I got it. I have all this new hair growth because I think, you know, I was really researching. I don't know if it's my thyroid. Wow. I don't know if it's my thyroid or if it's weight loss or a combination of the two. So I've been taking some supplements to support my thyroid because they're telling me it's fine. You know, I did oh, that's so pretty. Look at that. Wow. So just make sure. So anyway, I'm taking supplements for it. and I'm hoping that it helps, but I have all this new hair growth, so I guess it's helping. I don't know. Isn't that crazy looking? So make sure you clean it out in between because you don't want too much. Now I'm just taking a little bit of that off. I don't like to look like you know, trying to be a witch. So I'm making sure I got that out of there. You don't want a lot of strong color on the inner part of your eye. But isn't that beautiful? So I just kind of, if you look, you can see it kind of fades as I go up. So it's strong on the lid. And what that's going to do for the white part of your eye is really make it look white. Okay, so next step, do the other side, just a tiny, tiny bit. You don't need much. And this side, you should be able to see me pretty good. And again, tapping and not blending back and forth. No windshield wipers on this because you want the minimal amount of fallout to clean up. Now, one of the tricky things with wearing a black eyeshadow, I should have put my hair back. I'm sorry, gang. Let me blend this and then I'm gonna pull my hair back because it's gonna get in my way and it might keep you from seeing what I'm doing. But one of the tricky things with a dark shadow like this is making sure you're getting all the way down to the roots of the lashes so you don't have lashes, skin, color eyeshadow because it's not going to look good. And we are going to put eyeliner on. Of course, I'm wearing black eyeliner. Is making sure that it's even on both sides too because it is a strong color. I don't want to add more. I want to get it blended just right. Okay. Am I even in this way? You know, is that horizontal? I think it's horizontal. As far up on the eye as the other side. Make sure they're the same. Really, really important. Now we are going to anchor it with another matte color, which is the Cashmere Haze. I feel like I've got more color on this side, but that's okay. I went lighter on this side. I don't want to add more. I'm just going to blend a little bit. So what y'all doing on this Friday night? Leona, what are you doing, girl? What you up to? I saw that you had really cold weather. I'm just taking my finger. Fingers are a friend as long as you're not pulling. I saw you got cold weather too. Okay, I got to get this hair out of my way. It's cold everywhere, isn't it? Freezing. Y'all have to pray for my daughter. I don't have a hair clip in here. Hold on one second. Let me grab one. She is a truck driver, as many of you know, and she's going into the East Coast. She's going to Virginia from Texas, and it's just, you know, it's a mess. That whole area is a big mess. So I told her she needs to really plan her route. She needs to look forward and see what's going on. I mean, it's just dangerous, especially going up and down the mountains of Virginia with a load that she's pulling. So crazy. I try not to worry, but you know, it's impossible not. I just don't know how you wouldn't. Okay, so I'm just blending this side just a little bit more and making sure that I'm at the same height as I've gone up. So you see that I took time to really blend, and I'm just using this to get any extra so it doesn't kind of collect in there. So what is this brush? It's a flat foundation brush. We used to have it. We don't have it anymore. So we do have a cream, and I just washed it so it's wet and I couldn't use it. Here it is. We have this small cream liquid brush. Hey, hi, Christina. How are you? Oh my gosh, girl, I miss you. So I know, here I am with black eyeshadow. So this is really good for kind of getting all of that, but it's probably dry now. I might be able to use it because it's smaller. Okay, so first step is that black charcoal onyx on the eyelid. Blend it up. Try to, you know, get it as even as you can. Now we're going to add a little contour to kind of soften that part. And we're going to use Cashmere Haze. It's like a taupey gray, really pretty color. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it in the crease of the eye. So this is where you would do a windshield wiper. And now what is this going to do? It's going to soften it. It's going to give you a nice contour to your eye. And believe it or not, it's going to make it, look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's going to make it look a little softer. So the black just doesn't stop. That's what we don't want. We don't want it to just stop. Now, I know I've seen some, you know, really smoky eyes where it just stops. And I think it makes them look skeleton-like. Like it almost looks like their eye socket's gone. So that's not the look I'm going for. And you can see that made a huge difference. Now we're gonna add the razzle dazzle, a little bit of shim, a little bit of reflection. And this I want a very small brush. Let me find it in here. I stuck so much stuff in my brush thing. You should also see my brush thing that I have. I got this, let me find my brush and then maybe I'll show it to you first. So I got this on Amazon, check that out. It closes up like a notebook. It's like a 5x7 notebook or whatever size it is. It's not very big. Of course, I can't find this brush I'm looking for, but I have to have it. I just had it. All right, let me pull some things out. It's probably tucked in the back hiding. Well, I don't want to take the time to look for it. I threw it in here, but it's not there. It's probably on my makeup table. Okay, so I'm going to use this. It's small too, but I want a tiny, tiny amount. So I'm taking Granite, which is this kind of more metallic taupey gray, and I'm going to very lightly just tap it right in the center of the lid because I want it to just have a little reflection. I think I need a little bit more. Oh, there we go. Do you see that? How it's giving me a little reflection on my eyelid. And that makes the eye, it's not gonna make it look too set in. Do you see how it's reflecting? Pretty cool, huh? Granite's really fun color. You can do a lot with it. And it's funny because I have it in my makeup, but I don't use it as much as I used to. And you would think with this hair color that I would and I should, and I should. So now we're gonna take the fourth color. See how fast this is? You know, makeup doesn't have to take a long time. It really is just feeling confident. There's that silly brush I was looking for. That's the one I want. So now I'm gonna take Crystalline, which is the very lightest, really pretty, hey Barbady, really pretty shade. I do a lot with Crystalline, but it's gonna add the reflection and it's gonna pull my arch of my brow up. And I'm gonna show you something else that I would do with a look like this. I'm very lightly putting it under my brow. Do you see how it looks like I can't do it, but it looks like I'm pulling my eyebrow up. Same thing on the other side. Very, very small amount. Don't go down. Keep it really tight. You can also do this with a matte eyeshadow like Blossom. Biscotti would work too. Now I'm going to take a very tiny bit. I mean, itty bit, and I'm going to put it on the inner part of my eye. And I am going to do under eye corrector, so it's going to soften this. I don't want it to look too much. I know sometimes when I look back at some of my tutorials and I'm like, wow, that's too much frost on the inner part. So when I take the under eye corrector, it's going to cover some of that up. Okay, so I'm going to neaten this up, put liner on and mascara, but I want to tell you the one thing that I feel like if you're doing a bold eye like this, you need some bold brows. The brows need to be a little bit more than you normally would because you want them to be able to carry the bold eye, not a skinny brow. So I have my eyebrows on, but I'm just gonna intensify them just ever so slightly to make them look a little fuller. And all you're gonna do is hit the edges. You don't have to fill in the whole thing because you've already done that. And if you already have full brows on you, I do not anymore. I used to, but that's what eyebrow pencil is for, right? So I'm just making them a little bit more full. Not overdoing it. You don't want to look like you have caterpillars on your eyebrows. That's not the look we're going for here. Okay, do you see the difference there? Now this just it looks like it goes together. So it's just enhancing, let me wind this up a little bit. Just enhancing it a little bit more to go with the eye that's underneath of it. If you have a naturally thin brow, practice on applying your brow pencil so that you can get a fuller brow when you want one. Might not be something you do every day, but maybe you do want, you know, hey, let me just tell you what I've been told by those experts out there, and I have to agree that you look more youthful when you have a fuller brow. Now, I know I've seen some that are just way overdone. I know y'all have seen them. It's like if that's the only thing you see when you're looking at somebody, you're kind of going, wow, look at her eyebrows. Then it's too much. Now, maybe that's what she's going for. Oops, I went too low. Maybe that's what she's going for, and okay, that's fine. But I just feel like it doesn't really do anything for the overall look to the eye. I don't think it's pretty. Now I got a little boo-boo, so I'm just kind of neating that up. Went down a little too far. Okay, do you see the difference? Now I'm going to take our volumizing brow gel, because I do have some silver hairs. And this is gonna give it even a fuller look, because it does volumize. It's got some fibers in there that will actually give you a fuller brow look. And the thing I love about it, besides coloring my silver hairs, is it does tame those wild ones down. Making sure I'm even. I'm gonna put this mirror up in front of you. Okay, do you see the difference? How it just not as much eyeshadow craziness. Okay, now we're gonna take black eyeliner on top, and then I'm not gonna do a whole lot on the bottom because I don't want it to be too dark looking. And I'm gonna make my wing probably a little bit more exaggerated than I normally would. And this is our pencil. And what I love about this, you can get a thick look, you can get a thin, just depending on your personality, and you can really control it. And it's waterproof, gang. Now on this part, notice that I stopped in the middle. Now I'm going to the inner part because I can control it. Trying to go all the way across, it's not gonna come out straight. But I'm going on the inner under eye, just on the inner part. And then I'm gonna connect these. And then I'm gonna go over it with the onyx, just to soften the liner just a little bit. And the other thing I love about it, even though these do stay in place, I just love the way it kind of gives this staying power. Is that exotic or what? Ooh, girls, this is fun. You know, this is the time of year that we can wear strong color, because, you know, we're all bundled up, we're wearing dark colors, and you can definitely pull it off. I went to get a new picture for my driver's license today. I should have wore this. Then it really would have shown up in my picture. Do y'all like your driver's license photo? Anybody? I don't think anybody does. But mine was from like 6 years ago, and it didn't even look like me anymore. Because, you know, I've lost weight and my hair's longer, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go do it. And I did. Okay, I'm just checking to make sure I'm even, get some light on the subject here. Sorry, I'm out of the camera, sorry about that. Just connecting the center here. Hi, Emily. We're doing Smoky Night today. Woo, it is exotic. Okay, so under the eye, I'm gonna take the smudger brush, and I'm gonna take the granite instead of the, no, I think I'm gonna do the cashmere haze because it's matte. And I'm gonna take the cashmere haze just in the tip, and I'm gonna use it as my liner on the bottom. Because I do want a little bit of definition under there, but I don't want it real strong because the top is the focus. You know, when you wear a lot of strong color and under your eye, or a real harsh line, as we get to the more interesting years, the actual bottom eye, I guess it's a lid, under eye starts to droop. And so when you're putting that harsh line and then you have your, you know, the lid itself, the eye itself, you see skin, color, eyeball. And then the further away it starts to go, the more you notice it. So one of the little tricks that you can do is actually put it on the waterline. And that's gonna make it look tighter to the eye, which is, hey, it's not a bad thing. That's what we want, right? Okay, I'm gonna neaten this all up. Under eye corrector to the rescue. I don't know what I would do without this stuff. I think it's amazing. And you don't want to overuse it. I usually go right where my eye looks more hollowed out. Oh, I forgot to do I missed this step. I'm yakking away. All right, before I blend that, I'm gonna take a little bit of the onyx in the eyeliner brush, because I like it to make my eyeliner look really perfect. Wherever it's not smooth, it kind of, it really does make it look good. You can even extend your wing if you wanted to with the eyeshadow, but I have it extended as far as I want it to go. And I'm just kind of going over it very, very lightly. I don't usually have to do a whole lot on the inner part. It's that wing that I want to make sure it's blended really well. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's get this under eye looking good. And I'm going to use the small brush because I want to keep it tight. And you know, I want to push on my face. What happens? I didn't get a whole lot of fallout, which I did kind of neaten it up as I went. I find that that does better when you're wearing darker colors. Instead of trying to do it all at the end, kind of neaten it as you go, and you won't have as many little issues. It's usually right in this inner part here that I'll get a little fallout. but I think the tapping does better than the, stroking when it comes to, now this is where I go in and I just kind of neaten up that liner if it's kind of not where I want it. It works really well with the under eye corrector. See how smooth that looks? Woo, girls, this is just the easiest way to make eyeliner look really good. All right, I think I got it. Okay, time for mascara. And I love me some Intensity mascara. It's my fave. So what do y'all think of this bold eye? It's pretty crazy, isn't it? Pretty nuts. And I usually don't even see I don't know why, but I don't usually see the comments. Talking and putting mascara on could be dangerous. I usually see the comments till after. It's so weird. Maybe they flash up there while I'm doing this and I don't see it. Now you could put your black on, the onyx on stronger if you wanted to, but with my fair hair and fair skin, I try to keep it on the lighter side. Now if I was doing stage makeup, I'd put on even more on my eyelid because that's when you can get away with it when it's further away. But if you're going to be close to people and you're maybe wearing this you could wear this during the daytime. Don't be scared. Wear black. Do your eyebrows fuller. You can definitely pull it off. It's not so dramatic that you couldn't wear this on a daily basis if you wanted to. If you like strong eye makeup, which girls, I do, I would definitely wear this during the day. I say don't be scared. It's not a tattoo. And unless you're getting married, it's, not going to make a difference. Have fun. Play with it. Now I'm doing black brown under the eye, just because I like a softer look under the eye. Just a little bit. Keep the focus up. But I say still put it on because it just, really gives you balance and opens the eye up. But don't you love the way the dark eyeshadow really makes the white of my eyes stand out? They're a little red today. It's all the wind we've had lately. I know that those in California, y'all just were praying for them out there. I know, Emily, you're not in harm's way, but I know you have friends who are kind of in the path. So just keep us posted. And if you need prayers, let us know. Okay, I am going to do a little bit more cheek, but because my eyes are the focus, you want to keep your cheeks soft. So I'm going to do Rosy Nude, this one right here. It's a very soft color, just to give a little bit of a, cheeky, warm look to the cheeks. This is very neutral though. And I think just about anybody could use Rosy Nude. It's a really pretty color. And then a little bit on the side of the nose, just for a little contouring. Tip the chin, the forehead. I already had a little highlighter on, so I don't think I need any more of that. Okay, so on the lips, what I decided, I was kind of like looking at what would be, a good combination since this is bold. Don't want bold lips. I'm doing Beige Nude for the liner. Hi, Kelly Rice Fuller. You'd love this look, girl. You have to go back in the beginning when I'm done and check it out. So I'm doing my lips with Rosy Nude. Now, one of the little tips I taught y'all a couple weeks ago is how to get a really full look to your lips. Instead of doing your peak, almost fill that in, round it off. It's the new trendy thing to do. And my bottom lip is not as full as my top, so I have to go underneath, just a hair, to equal it out. You know who really enhanced her lips was Mary Kay. She had very thin lips, but you wouldn't know it from her pictures because she was the master, or her makeup artist, I don't know which it was, just evening it out. So again, I think this Starry Night was one of the eye palettes that would probably intimidate people the most, but I hope that you see just how pretty that is. Black eyeshadow, who knew? Okay, I'm using Rosewood for the lips over Beige Nude. Isn't that pretty? Soft, but color. And then to get a little, this has a very small amount of shim, and this is soft nude lip gloss. Yeah, soft nude. And I'm just gonna put it in the center of the lip. Look how full my lips look. Isn't that crazy? Try it if you haven't done it yet. You'll really love the effect. So that is the look for this Friday night. What do y'all think? Isn't that bold but fun? I mean, really a lot of fun. Beautiful look. Do not let black eyeshadow intimidate you, because I have it on my lid and I just softened it as I went up, and it came together really pretty. So I'll post all the colors. I'll post the after photos, because all the lights I have on, it doesn't look that way. Like when I look in the mirror, it doesn't look the same as what I see on camera. So I actually will post the photo so you can see it. And any of you that want to use it, feel free. I am going to screen record this tutorial and post it for those that are on my regular page and not in my actual group, so they can have it too. So y'all have a beautiful Friday night. Stay warm, stay safe. Love you lots. Bye, everybody.